this is day 6 of our 12 Days of Christmas, and my name is Anna Rose White, and my mom, Connie Hart, is a fabric fairy today. She may be bringing who knows what to the table, and then we have Katie as our producer. But today is, we have, for our 12 Days of Christmas, every day is themed, and today is vacation day, so this is vacation vibes, and so I had the best time getting ready to come into work today because I was like, what am I going to wear? What if I was going on vacation, what would I wear today? What would I wear to the airport? Because, you know, maybe you have your airport outfit. Maybe you have a hat. Usually you don't want to pack your hat. You want to wear your hat. And then whenever you wear a hat, you just feel more festive. And so this is my vacation hat. And so that's why I'm wearing my fabulous vacation hat today. And this is a little fun thing. This is actually from my Grandma Vina's closet. I know it's from hers. And I don't remember how I commandeered it, but I'm really glad I have it. And I also think it could duel as a tree skirt, but I really do think this is an actual outfit because it has a tag in it, and that's why I'm quite certain it is an outfit and not a tree skirt. But it could go both ways. So this is it's like a parka, but it just feels so fancy. No, this is from your mom's closet.
Oh yes,
this is from your mom's closet.
She probably
no. This is Grandma Vina. Mm-hmm. Yes. So I'm sorry to all my cousins and aunts, but I when Grandma was still around, whenever she would always let us go shopping in her closet if we had like a special event. She had the best collection of jewelry, and from when we were kids to when we were adults, it was just always fun to go into Grandma's closet. It was a whole world. And if you're part of my family, you know the true meaning of that phrase. But this is now mine. So anyway, this is my fancy Grandma Vina. I'm going on vacation hat. I'm drinking some nice black coffee this morning made by my mom, which is quite lovely. And we have a very fun day for you today. So this is vacation themed. So I came up, it's not quite a poem, but I have take me to the jungle, take me to Paris, meet me in the mountains, just as long as I get to bring my sewing machine. Isn't that fun? It's so true. I meant to have Mom see if she would bring down, but Mom and I, when we have frequently gone on working vacations, which is when we go to Quilt Market or H&H Show, we have usually brought Mom's featherweight with us so that we can have it in our sewing room. We like to have a whole day early so that we can have time in our hotel room before whatever education or shopping stuff happens. And we bring fabric with us. We bring rotary cutters. We bring the fat quarter size mat. So like when we say we like to think about like how do you travel with sewing machine, like we're for serious about it. I think brother really needs to invent a sewing machine that would be perfectly for a carry-on size luggage, because we do not want to put that on the, in an actual airplane. It gets way too cold for that. But a featherweight you can travel with. It usually makes the TSA officers laugh because they're like, what, is this an antique? And you're like, well, yes, but it's functional. And so just like, your hat has to be stylish and functional, your sewing machine should be stylish and functional. And featherweights are that. So we've got some jungle themes, some Paris things, some featherweight things, some mountain things. So whether you get to go on a Christmas vacation, or maybe you didn't even get to go on vacation this year. I went to Chicago and that was awesome. But I mainly had a baby. Not everybody gets to go on vacation every year. But you know what? You can trick yourself into believing you're going on vacation simply by wearing an outfit. I really did feel this like, it felt fun this morning getting dressed versus like, oh, I have to wear clothes today. So I think you should pretend you're going on vacation sometime soon. Maybe not tomorrow, too much pressure, but just pick a day, pretend you're going on vacation, really forget about whatever else is in your house, whatever else is going on in your life, and you go into your sewing room and you pretend you're on vacation. And whether that's you get out a special machine like your featherweight, that you're not going to think about all the other stuff, you're just going to think about the simple things that you want to do. I just would really encourage that. So that's the theme of the day. Yesterday we gave the weather report as well. Desiree even told us the wind mile an hour, which was, that was not a correct sentence. So we're going to look up here the weather report. Let's see here. We're in Wellington, Kansas, by the way, which is south of Wichita, north of Oklahoma. Today it is 30 degrees outside, cloudy, high of 51, almost vacation for Kansas, low of 28. That's what it was when I drove into town this morning. And by 9 a.m. it's going to be my favorite time of temperature. It's 33 degrees, one above freezing. How luxurious is that? this does not, oh, wind gusts are up to 14 miles an hour. So now we've had the full weather report. We can start our day. So we're first going to the jungle because also whenever Mom and I go on vacation, we go to the jungle. No, I'm just kidding. My mom and I have been sharing this English paper piecing project. I think I first kitted it up for her when this line first came out, and then we've just taken turns bringing this jungle Paridise fabric with us, and we've been doing English paper piecing with it. And then I got to thinking about it because I was thinking about vacation, which always reminded me of that. And then I remembered we still have some of this fabric, and we decided to put it on today at some good sales. So this is this Jungle Paridise book panel. We only have 6 of these left. As soon as they're gone, they're gone. There's still more. I checked before we started the show. That's usually $12.99. It's on sale for $9.99. We have the Jungle Paridise. See, and I could just, throw, I already have too much going on today. We're going to throw that aside like Eleanor Burns, if you've been watching. We'll just toss it behind us. Anyway, this is Jungle Paridise fabric. So I was the one that convinced Mom we should buy this line. It's always interesting when we meet with the fabric rep to see what we buy and who convinces whom to buy what. And sometimes Mom will go usually help a customer, and then I'll just order more fabric. That's technically what happens sometimes. But this one, Mom and I bought together, and I just remember thinking, like, Mom, this is so beautiful. It has all these really dark, bold colors, which Mom and I really like. But I said, how fun is it that this jungle line also has pink? Now, I think some people have been afraid of pink. This is really a dark magenta purple. And I think there's too many, this is my personal, very bold opinion. There are way too many people who are concerned about putting pink with boy quilts. It drives me nuts, if I can tell you, to be honest. It drives me insane. It really does. Pink, purple, magenta, this is a color. It is just a color. It's a wonderful shade of colors. This belongs in a jungle quilt. It is exquisite. Have you been to the jungle? I mean, I have not been to the jungle, but it is a colorful place. So, that is my big rant of the day. But anyway, if you really don't want to put pink in a quilt, look how great this set of things are. It's just amazing. You have a wonderful jungle palette, greens, turquoises, some orange, some pops of orange. This is just beautiful. I love this collection. And again, why I was telling my mom we had to have it is because this isn't just like baby jungle. This is like, you could give this to a high schooler, a college person, a 30-year-old, a 50-year-old, someone who's in, it's just beautiful. It is not any type of, it's just the best type of novelty. Think how fun it would be to fussy cut this little parrot and put him somewhere, or her. Boys are more pretty than girls, right, in the jungle?
Some really fun
oh yes, it has all these great fussy cutting stuff. It's such a fun line. And so we have 2 different versions of it. We have a 10 fat quarter bundle and we have a 15 fat quarter bundle, and they're both outstanding. And again, I implore you to consider putting in other colors and not restricting pink and purple into quilts for anybody, because they are just colors and they're fabulous. So really makes it pop. Very fun collection. You get 15 fat quarters. It's absolutely marvelous. If you had this too, if you were watching Minnehaha, my good friend Melissa, she's been making all those sew together bags. This would be so fun as just a really fun, loud sew together bag. It would be the bee's knees, or the tiger's paw. I don't know. Can we just invent our own phrase? It's the tiger's paw. Just start working that into conversations, honestly.
I love that.
But we also have should we just pause? We'll just accept that phrase. It's a really good phrase. Well, the cat's meow, the tiger's paw, big fist, it's just great. So, this is a Jungle Paridise jelly roll. We only have 9 of these left. They're fabulous. It would again be super colorful. If you've followed us for a while, there's something called the Katahdin bag. This line is so electric. It would be gorgeous in a Katahdin bag. Plus you would have pops of, fun jungle creatures coming out at you. It would be great. Oh, this next one I didn't grab, but we have a 1 yard of this brand new digital cuddle that came in from Shannon Fabrics. It was jungle themed. It was so cool. I love this lion's mane. It's amazing. So it's not quite as dark and color saturated as Jungle Paridise, but it just has those beautiful blues. Oh, look, Katie just knew right where it was. See, and Katie's like, did you have everything? I was like, I don't know, maybe. And like, poof, she's a magic fabric fairy. So here we go. It's upside down. But look how it's amazing. It's very colorful, cute little lion, great sizes. We've got our little sloth here, some monkeys, a giraffe. It's just a really fun print. I almost put 2 yards on, but really, I think if you are making some stuff like my childhood best friend Kendall found out she's having a baby boy, and she lives all the way in Kentucky. There's no way I'll probably get to go to her baby shower, but I am thinking about like, what could I send her? And so I did notice from her baby registry she has the Hungry Caterpillar as her theme. She's having a rainbow baby, which if you know what that is, it's just exciting for her. And so but I think that this jungle would also be really cute. And if you're gonna make a lovey or a hooded bath towel, or just a couple, like Mary Jane made me some, they were covered, she took terry cloths and like existing burp cloths, and then she lined it with Cuddle on the one side, and like it just felt luxurious, which I also feel like is what you want to feel on vacation when you go to the jungle. And no one wants malaria, so get a malaria shot, if you're going to the jungle, while we're giving tips here. But ask your medical professional. I am not a doctor. I feel like I hear that disclosure a lot, so I'm just, Anyway, consider getting a malaria shot if you go to the jungle, but ask your health provider. But if you are going to the jungle and that's too much, do you have, is it the...
Oh, I was just wondering, if they did want 2 yards of that, can they just comment that?
You can just comment that in the comments, yeah, if you want a 2 yard cut of it. Or if you want 2 of anything, or 3. That is definitely something you would do. This next one is a really cool, this is Bonjour Paris, and this is the 10 fat quarter bundle, right?
Yes, yeah.
I love it. And see, this has the appropriate amount of pink. This is Fun Happy Jungle right here. And all of the Tim Holtz Villa Rosa patterns work really great with 10 fat quarters. So, and it's just so well balanced. A light magenta. This is dark.
No, but
sultry.
What you're calling pink, you could just call it.
Oh, it's not pink. You're right.
Could be a light magenta.
It's really like a purpley wine.
Yes, that one's very wine.
It's very, it's just gorgeous. It's gorgeous. Anyway, I don't know what anyway, I'll go back on my soapbox if we allow me. So, this next one here is if you were going to go on Paris to vacation. So my, this is the companion panel. Whoops-a-daisy. But anyway, if you want this is panel 139. Maybe we have these in the wrong number.
Or maybe they're just not a 2/3, they're a...
No, because it's wait, you get 2 of the same thing.
Is that what it is?
We went to Paris and we forgot which hotel we were staying at, and anyway, this is the panel. We are gonna have to come up with a different pattern for this. Maybe this is why. I love Paris. I've been to France. And this is the picture that we have, which is what it is, but you really get 2. You get 2. So this is really, what's 2/3? This is a 3rd yard panel, but it's like a fat third. We will figure out what to do with this another time, but you should just, it's kind of like, do you really know when you're going to Paris, or do you just know that you want Paris? And so maybe this is your first step to going to Paris, is getting this cute little, this is so cool.
Yes.
I wonder if that, do you have that, I'll find it. I'll find it another time and let you know. But this is a 2/3 yard panel. It is not meant for this orientation. So, well, enough about that. We're going to be Eleanor Burns. We'll figure that out later. But if you want...
If they buy it, they'll end up with both panels.
Yes, you really get both. You get 2 trips to Paris. You can't go by yourself. I mean, you could go by yourself. That's a thing. So we're moving along here. Here we go. Well, if you had a 2/3 yard panel, these patterns would make a lot of sense. This one is Charlie, which it really does use a 2/3 yard panel and a charm pack. And then it also uses a little more than a whole yard for the blue part. But this is a great panel pattern. And it works really well with one of what was the Peter Pan line that we got? It worked really well with that. Neverland?
Neverland.
I think if you just type in Neverland, you'll find it. And And then this one is Happy Days. So this one is also meant for a 2/3 yard panel. And this one's really nice because it really lends itself, since it's oriented just on the side right here, this actually doesn't even have a panel. It has cheater cloth. And we actually have this bolt. It has all these kinds of dogs on it. It's very nice. But this is pretty interesting. It's very modern right here. And I cheated a little bit. This has you do some fancy patchwork here in the middle. I would just put a 4.5 inch square and it'd be wonderful. But anyway, both of these Villarosa patterns are on for today's show. And, oh, next up, this is it. Now, I also, we're friends with the shop called Completely Quilted in Ponca City. And I just noticed that they did a Facebook Live, I think yesterday, and they were talking about this hoodie. But I've had this in a bucket for a long time. But we're talking about the same hoodie today. This is the quilted hoodie. It's a brand new pattern, and it is going to be trending. You're going to see it all over the place. If you thought you saw the tamarack jacket, it's a really cozy one. Look, it even has the lady designer. Her face, doesn't she look nice? But anyway, she lives in northern Wyoming. Wow, that could be cold this time of year. But anyway, it has a pattern. It's for a quilted hoodie. It's a cool pattern. I'm pretty sure we'll do classes on this next year. So go ahead and get it now so that you can have it in your catalog to draw from. But I mean, not everybody loves hoodies, but I love hoodies and I love pockets. So I think it's a big win. Already the most popular product for the day is actually this thimble tape. So this is really cool. This is also pretty awesome. It just came, pretty awesome. That's like saying just, I don't know. It's very cool. This is a very cool product. So a lot of people have thimble collections. You might be one of them. But it's also kind of tricky with thimbles because some people have nails. Some people have, some thimbles can make your fingers sweat. Some are metal. Some are silicone. Some can get used and worn out. There's special things you can glue on your finger. There's all kinds of stuff. This is meant to be a reusable thing. So this peels up and you are able to wrap it around your finger as much as possible and it just slides off. It doesn't have much of a residue. It has some great grippy quality to it and it's just really nice. So again, it's just going to be something that can protect your finger, protect your skin, and and here we go. It's made in the USA. So we have mystery colors. So because we, featuring white would be so boring. And pink and purple are just obviously lots of fun. And we will have this. So it's puncture resistant, colorful and comfortable, and protect your nails. That is definitely one of the things I'm most excited to go do. Is get my nails done again after having the baby. But once I do, this would protect your nails from getting all kinds of damage. So, but it really goes well. And it's $5.99. So it really is a functional tool. And it's it's less than you would even spend on getting a thimble. I mean, if you're getting a good thimble. This next thing, we left it in the kitchen, which is just fine. But we are also featuring the sublimation printer today. So we sell Brothers Sublimation Printer, which if you haven't heard of them, I would YouTube it. Super cool. But sublimation prints on a special type of paper with a special type of ink. And once you put that ink on something that's polyester and you add heat to it, it turns that ink into a gas and it totally, completely saturates whatever it's going to do and you get fabulous color results. But a lot of people, when they go on vacation, whether you're going for a family reunion or your own thing, you might have like a themed shirt or something that's like a whimsical saying and nobody else is going to know what it is except for the inside people from your group. And it takes a lot if you're going to actually go to a t-shirt studio, request a custom shirt, find a custom ink website and order those. Or you can just make it yourself, which is really fun. But the other thing, I really do think that this is cool, and why I wanted to put it on 12 Days of Christmas is because there's so many kids that are out there that are even in middle school that have all these super cool creative ideas about starting their own business. Or, like I remember hearing a story about somebody who specializes in making pet stockings. And they went from having one embroidery machine to like 5. And just from making custom pet stockings. I think that's so cool. When you talk to kids, whether they're in middle school, high school, college, so many of them have really neat ideas, and then I think they get too scared to start their own business. And this is something that you could get started up as a mini side hustle for less than $500 because the machine's $4.29. We're giving you a pack of the sublimation papers if you buy it through 12 Days of Christmas. And then all that kid has to have is access to a heating element like a heat press and sublimation blanks. And they can start making and selling custom projects for other people. And it is an awesome side hustle. So if someone did want to go on vacation, or if a kid was raising money for a trip that they were going to go on to with their school, I think that would be so cool to let those kids make it themselves and do that. So, instead of just thinking about getting someone a new gaming laptop or other different electronic gifts that might be for Christmas, giving them a gift that could start their own business is cool. And I just think there's limitless opportunities, and there's all kinds of cool studies that are out there about kids that do youth entrepreneurship programs and what they can do when they get older. It's just awesome. So I think that's just very cool. Now, the next one is also, he's an entrepreneur. He's one of the coolest people. I haven't got to see him for like over a year. But Lyle Beatty is this man right here. He's not for sale. I put this very explicitly so you're not confused. The machine, not the man for sale. But he has a 1953 Singer featherweight machine. It is painted this midnight blue. It is gorgeous. And it's his last featherweight that we have that's all ready to go. It's $1,200. The cash goes directly to Lyle Beatty. It's cash or check. And it's just, he's got it all souped up. So if you were born in 1953, this is your sign that this is meant to be your machine for Christmas. You are supposed to have this. Only one of you is the message is for. And who's ever first will, I don't know if we'll put sold out on the form so that you don't think you're getting it just because you click. But if you have been thinking about finding a featherweight, you wanted a nice one that's painted blue, you're born in 1953, this is your sign. Maybe you were one when it was 1953. Maybe this is still supposed to be your machine. But you could even be my age and get a 1953 sewing machine, and it would feel very luxurious. But Lyle has a featherweight, and then you can be like Mom and I and take your featherweight with you when you go on vacation and cheer up all the TSA people because they can't wait to go home and tell their families someone brought an antique on the airplane today. But it was just so funny watching the TSA people go through the feather. Like, they had no idea what they were doing. It was funny. I may not have these products in front of me either, but they're physically here. They're physically here in the store. They're fabulous. When you want to go get these for me? We have, so speaking of featherweights and people sensitive to smells and all that good stuff, some people really don't like what old things smell like or things that can smell old. It can be bothersome. And sometimes the big thing with featherweights is maybe who's ever had one or has inherited one, it's been kind of old. Maybe it was in a garage, a closet. My friend told me a story one time. I think it was her father-in-law that got her sewing machine because he worked at the landfill and someone had backed up a dump trailer of things to throw away. And the man saw what was a featherweight box sitting on the pile of stuff, and he did ask the person if he could have that, and the person was like, sure, it's just junk, I'm throwing it away, it's going in the dump. It was a featherweight. And so she sews on it and has it, and I just think that that's really cool. Also horrifying if you want to imagine, like, if you don't need to watch horror movies to just think about how many sewing machines are in the landfill. Someone should do it. No. Anyway, Mom's waving me along. But anyway, save featherweights from being thrown away if they smell bad, because really the only reason why they smell bad, excuse me, is because they have, did you bring me my drip pad, Mom? The drip pad. I need the drip pad. The number one reason why featherweights smell bad is because of their drip pad. So oil, as you know, can go rancid over time. So like if you have olive oil, like if it's been in your closet for 20 years, is not good. You should not eat it because oil can go rancid. Butter can go rancid. Fats from meat animals can go rancid. Oil from your sewing machine can go rancid. And this is something that Lyle and I think Dan Belt's, both of them taught me that. But this is what is in a featherweight. It's called a felt drip pad. And this is underneath, this is underneath the machine. And this is meant to catch whatever oil comes out of the machine. When you use a featherweight, you're supposed to oil certain parts of it every so often. There's great videos on that from the Featherweight Shop, which is where this comes from. But anyway, this pad over time collects oil and it goes rancid, and that's what makes your machine smell bad. Metal can't smell bad. Oil can smell bad. So if you've had an old featherweight for a long time, maybe even you've taken it in and gotten it serviced before, depending on who's doing your servicing, they may or may not know, they may know about the mechanics of the machine, but they might have forgotten about this element of it before. So I didn't look up how often you should change this, but it's definitely something that I would definitely change. I can't imagine why you wouldn't want one any older than 10 years old. It's $10, $9.99. Simple, quick fix. Just change it. Yeah. Way cheaper than an oil change. But do change out your drip pad. Again, videos online from the Featherweight Shop, on how to change out your drip pad. If your featherweight that's been a bit stinky has been in your box for a while, the box could also smell from those oils and everything getting exposed. So there you've got 3 options. Make the boxy tote, which is a tote bag that's made to hold a featherweight. Buy a new case, which you can. We have those. We usually try to keep one of those in stock. You can buy a brand new case. Or 3, you could buy this little nifty, less than $10 case deodorizer. And it's full of essential oils designed by the Featherweight Shop to help deodorize your case. So I like homeopathic stuff. I like essential oils. If that is something that you are, plus it comes in a blue bottle, buy it for the bottle. But anyway, case deodorizer, who knows, it could work on other things. You could always just try it, spritz it around your home before people come over. I'm not sure. But anyway, moral of the story is oil goes rancid. Change your drip pad if you have not done it. The case deodorizer, secondary option for having smell good featherweights. And not last but not least, bobbins, featherweight bobbins. They're wonderful. They're a very specialized size. It's not just, you can't put a plastic bobbin in a featherweight. Obviously, if you have a featherweight, you know this. If you are planning to get a featherweight, that's it. And if you have a featherweight, but you've been afraid to use it, go to the Featherweight Shop and watch their videos. They're amazing to show you how to set up your machine, where to oil it, how to thread it. We carry most of their accessories. So if there's something there that inspires you, we probably have it, or we'd be happy to order it for you. But 10 more bobbins for your featherweight, because like we said in other videos, it's more fun to sew with colorful thread. So that's just, and the reason why you're doing this, remember, the why is because you are going on vacation. You are going to your sewing room. You are going to fly somewhere with a featherweight, and you want it to smell good so that the TSA people don't think it's a stinky antique. I'm talking a lot about TSA today. I hope this video doesn't get flagged. Okay, moving right along. Next is one of my most favorite things ever. We were able to host Kafe Fassett and Brandon Mabley last year for the Power of Color tour, with promoting their book, Kafe Quilts on an English Farm. And when we had them come, their newest collection was out, and we knew we could get this done, but we didn't make. Anyway, whatever. We have sourced exclusive silicone coated Kafe fabrics that we sell here in the shop, and Desiree and Katie did a marvelous job curating the most vacation-y festive ones. So this one, this starts with an A. It starts with an A.
I can never say it right.
Amamites? I don't know. It's Philip Jacobs, colored by Kafe, and it's from the sea. Just know it's a shell. And, what's that thing that we've talked about with John McComb all the time? You guys are watching. You guys can comment. What is the theory?
Oh.
What's the theory? It's an art theory about shells and how they're designed, and it's like a ratio. And does it start with an F or a G?
You're Googling it.
Katie's gonna Google it. Comment it if you want to. But anyway, just so other people also see this, we'll get it on there. But anyway, shells are just a thing. Like, there's a reason why we're drawn to shells, why they're so attractive, and why this shape is so found in architecture, spiral staircases, you know, there's just so many things. But really what this is this is silicone, and it's heat resistant silicone. So you can actually use this as an iron rest, which is why we got them. They're amazing.
The golden ratio.
The golden ratio. There we go. Thank you, Katie, for looking that up. So if you don't know what the golden ratio is, go down a rabbit hole, Google it. But anyway, it has to do with gold, seashells and things like that. And also time and space and many other cool, interesting things.
Really fascinating.
It's super interesting. If you have a good documentary on it, put it in the comments. We'd love to watch it. But anyway, the point is that this is a silicone heat resistant mat. So you can put this on a plastic surface on your cutting board. And this is going to keep whatever surface protected from the heat of your iron. So this is perfect for a mini iron. We love Olisso's mini irons. Cave actually even has his own mini Olisso iron that's designed after him, but it's on back order until January. So we only have, I can't remember if we're also sold out, I think, and we can't get any more till January. But the moral of the story is this is perfect for a mini iron. Great to take on retreats. If you were flying and going on vacation and needing to bring your mini iron so you could collage with you, this would be a great size to have. I've also had people say that this is awesome if you have vinyl or hardwood floors in your sewing room. A lot of times your foot pedal will slide. This is awesome to throw on the floor. Way more cool than just like a grippy cabinet liner, and put your sewing machine pedal on it, and this is not going to move around on you when you're sewing at home. So very cool, life-changing for that. We also have this beautiful flower, which is the floating hibiscus. I do know how to pronounce a hibiscus. Mm-hmm. It is currently my dad's favorite tea. He's drinking lots of hibiscus tea. But anyway, both of those are the size 8x8s, and they're they're $24.99. And the other size we have it in 4 colors. So the same 2 prints I showed you before. Plus we have Floral Burst, which is one of my favorite Kaif flowers, designed by Philip Jacobs, covered by Kaif. And then this octopus, which is just amazing. This is not Kaif, but an octopus always makes me think about Brandon and my octopus teacher, which is amazing. There's tons of other octopus books, but the octopus is the 3rd most powerful creature in the world. And it has 3 hearts. And 3 is my lucky number. And I love octopuses. They have 8 arms. I want to be one. Except for they die after they have their babies. So I don't really want that part of it. But anyway, the moral of the story is this is really cool. And it has metallic in it. And if you want to go on vacation, nothing quite shows it off like this beautiful octopus ironing pad. I need that for Christmas. I currently don't have this in my sewing. I don't have one of these yet, actually. I need
that would
this.
look good in yours. Isn't your sewing
Isn't
room
that-
also that kind of color? Isn't
It is.
green or blue?
And it's actually, my color of my quilt room is Sherwin-Williams swimming.
See, you must have that.
And did you see? You said C. C, you must have that. I like what you did there, Katie. That was very good. So also just a great gift to give someone, but it's also great self-gift. There was a gal who called in. She bought an Olisso iron for her daughter on behalf of her son-in-law. And she called in, ordered the iron, and then she called back a little bit later and she said, I do want to order one of those ironing mats. So she got one of these to go with the Olisso iron for the gift for her daughter for Christmas on behalf of her son-in-law. So if you are someone who is a mom of a sewist and you are helping someone in their life get them a gift, always steer them towards upgrading the iron or a big cutting mat. That's really 2 of the best big things that you can really upgrade for someone in their sewing room. Moving along. We have our teddy bear gummy bear pillowcase. If you have kids, this is I'm a Gummy Bear. It's a song. They'll know what it is, but a gummy bear pillowcase is just a great idea. Whenever our family would go on road trips, we would always have, we would get to bring our pillow with us on vacation, and having a special new pillowcase to put on your vacation pillow to take with you, whether you're camping or going to a hotel room, is worth it. But as you can see, it's just soft and sweet, and it's an adorable gummy bear. So we have that on here for you today. We also have this pint-sized pals pattern from By Annie. I don't have it right in front of me, but I'm just going to show you that. It's very excellent. I think Mom told me it's one of Annette Hage's favorite new patterns. But it's really cool, and it is a special pattern, so it comes with the pattern and some of the soft and stable foam for you to put in it while you're making it. And then we've also paired it with the size 3 zippers that are, I have a picture of it here. We have a whole tub of them, but they are narrower zipper than by Annie's traditional zipper. And you could be silver or gold. It could be blue or white. And here's some of them right here. So it could be gold. It could be antique coil, which is a beautiful color. It could be rose gold, which is just always extra fancy. And it could be gold. But we just have, and this is black with gold. This is black with rose gold. So there's several different combinations. So it's not necessarily going to be navy or black or silver. Anyway, it's just one of these. But you're getting it for 40% off, $7.79 for 3 yards of zipper tape. It's a super good deal. And you could make lots of pint-sized pals with one of those coils of zippers. So excellent.
Bitsy bags.
Or bits, yes. So many things. One of the next things we have is the Opposites Attract. This is a Laura Heine collage. It makes a flamingo, and it makes, so we have the pattern and the kit. They're sold separately. They're both at really good deals. But if you want to go on vacation, I just think of flamingos. They're fun. We also have the flamingo Lego is set up to show you that. And it doesn't make just a flamingo. It also could make an axolotl. I think I said that okay. And it can make this beautiful bird. I don't know what that is, but it's a beautiful bird. But you're going to probably make the flamingo. Here's the pattern, Opposites Attract. And this is a 30 by 30 collage. And so it's a good size collage, but it's not that much more than a teeny tiny, but it is bigger than a teeny tiny. And let's see here. We also have this. Oh, we don't have this. I have the dog park. We have a dog park Lego set, which is this one right here. Katie's also going to get the box for us. I probably spent too much time talking about the weather report, and we did start fashionably late. I'm just going to make sure we've gone over all these. It's Saturday, too, you know. Yes! Puppy play, yes. I just think of it like a dog park, you know, because when you go on vacation, some of you bring your dogs with you. And and if you're going to go on vacation to Beehive Quilt Shop, guess what? There is a dog park just around the corner. So you can take your pup with you. This actually comes with poop. But, you know, part of the point of a dog park. But anyway, it's got a bone, it's got a ball, it's got a bowl of water. It's just adorable. Anyway, we have to laugh. It's Saturday. We've done this. I'm being a little bit too much like Eleanor Burns. And I think...
Did you do those?
Oh, I didn't. I didn't do Scrappy Mountains.
Did you do acorn soup?
I haven't done acorn soup, but I don't have it on the table. We have... I don't know. We're just going to fling things like this. No, but we're almost done. But there's a really fun game called Acorn Soup. Mom's going to go get it. And it's Saturday. Here we go. But Desiree took this with her on her family vacation with her kiddos. This is so fun. This is for ages 2+. And it's the tasty counting game. But she said it was also really fun. It comes with a spoon. But she said when they went camping in Colorado, which is also why we have Scrappy Mountains, which is a foundation paper piece thing, that they invented all these other different ways to play the acorn soup game when they were there because you're out in the mountains. And but it has, let's see here. Of course, it's social emotional. It has all kinds of good stuff. But anyway, it's just a fun game, really cute box, and it's and it has all these fun things on it. So if you have a toddler in your life, 2, 3, 4, 5-year-old, this is going to be a fun game to play, but it is also wooden. It's really well made. So acorn soup is a really fun thing. Maybe someone should also write a book about acorn soup. That would be fun. So anyway, that is our collage. This is our assortment if we're going on vacation. Again, we had vacation vibes today. We started fashionably late. You guys were being fabric fairies. Oh, okay. But this is one of the things I am the most excited about. Katie wanted to make sure that we showed you the I'm a Gummy Bear pillowcase, but it's just super sweet. It has colorful polka dots. I didn't even get to talk about the polka. It's just great. It's great. You know, that's the background. It's just great. I don't know if I did a close-up, but it's just very fun. So we went on vacation today. Now tomorrow is Sunday. So tomorrow is also a little bit different. We are doing it at noon. And that's when we'll be going live. The store is open from 1 to 4. What else did I want to tell you? And it's cake day. I am very, very excited about tomorrow. So I hope you tune in at noon or watch it later when we have it on YouTube. But it is just going to be really fun. But it's a very fun assortment called Cake Day. So thank you for watching. Have a great Saturday. We'll see you tomorrow at noon.